Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your Siren Song reading. As I was shuffling, I got a feeling of like quiet and serious about something. Queen of Swords came out, so did Ace of Swords, and so something about truth, living in your truth, and then Page of Cups twice, two different decks. So we'll see. You've got the Hermit at the bottom of your main deck, and Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of your clarifier deck. So let's get started. First line of the first verse, we have actually got the Emperor. Depicted here as a seahorse. Card of Aries. Second line of the first verse, we have the King of Wands. So check it out, Sagittarius, you're coming kind of booming in with fire energy here. And there's that Ace of Swords. It actually came out in a different deck, but it did pop out. So far we have fire and truth, the Emperor, the King of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Pretty powerful beginning. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. It's a little mouse right there. I don't know if you can see the owl is about to seize on the opportunity, and it's that moment where they're kind of staring each other down. Time has stopped. Life's about to change dramatically for both of them. As your main energy here, chorus in the reading, we have the Healer. Sagittarius. It's a three-headed snake curling around itself and curling around eyes and teardrops, crystals, the healer energy. We'll clarify everything. So we open the second verse with the Wheel of Fortune. This is kind of gleaming here in the center. I think this is this center right here. It's kind of hard to see. I really like to be able to hold the cards up close to you. It creates all sorts of lighting challenges, but I think that it's important to see the images that the artist intended. All right, Sag. So we've got the Five of Wands coming in after the Wheel of Fortune. There's a flamingo there. And this sort of like veil of dripping substance, it's like the manna from heaven is kind of, so it's like the figure is like stepped out of receiving that to kind of engage in this sort of petty conflict. I don't know if you can see. They have their backs to each other, whether they're pelicans or flamingos. I mean, they have like bearded, I don't know, there's some kind of tropical exotic bird, but they have their backs to each other like they're in a tiff of some kind. But they're missing out. They're missing out. And they're the Lovers, card of Gemini. So Wheel of Fortune to Five of Wands to the Lovers. To the King of Swords. Wow, there's a lot of kings in this reading. Well, two kings so far, but the Emperor also embodies all the kings. So a lot of really powerful masculine energy, right? Masculine energy inside of us is like the action taker. Yeah, the doer. The sun as opposed to the moon. So then the chorus, the energy of the chorus, the healer moves over again, right? It's a kind of like theme energy of the reading. And then the bridge is the koala spirit, which is spirit has a plan. There's a koala. And there's that jewel, 2 different decks. Like, so I think it's kind of important to note on the third eye chakra, the koala wears that same sort of gleaming center, right? I mean, and that's what the wheel spins around, right? The calm center of the divine, like in the center of a mandala, right? The part of the wheel that doesn't move. Well, that calm center, that connection to the divine is there on the koala spirit's third eye chakra. Spirit has a plan. Okay. Let's start to clarify, Sagittarius. Again, we open your reading with the Emperor. That's clarified by the Queen of Cups. So all these kings now enter the queens, eh? Sorry, I don't know where I got the A. Maybe the koala spirit is kicking in. Emperor, Queen of Cups. King of Wands, 4 of Cups. Huh. It's interesting. This is pretty powerful energy, the King of Wands energy. That's the fixed sign of fire, right? Where you're Sagittarius, this is Leo. And this is the card of like, I don't know, kind of like meh, not appreciating what you have kind of thing. And then we have the Ace of Swords, and that comes in with the 6 of Cups. So there's some kind of truth, there's some kind of nostalgia. So the truth that you're facing might be that you're missing someone. You're hoping someone's going to come back. You don't want to get... Yeah. So, I don't know who this King of Wands is. Probably, like, hot. Probably a great opportunity. Probably a powerful person or energy. But your response to it is like that. Oh, I dropped the card on the floor, excuse me. But the Ace of Swords is so funny because look at the magnifying glass is the same as mine, which is so goofy. That's a moth. It's a moth or a butterfly. I think it's a moth being examined. Okay, so if it's a butterfly, the truth of your transformation. If it's a moth, the truth of your potential for frailty. In either case, you're examining something closely, and you're in this 6 of Cups energy. 6 of Cups is the sun in Scorpio, so it's when the sun rises through all our emotions. It shines just as brightly, but it has like it comes up from those depths. Sun in Scorpio. And then clarifying your Ace of Pentacles, we have the 8 of Wands. But it came up in reverse. So, slowed one's energy messages. It's almost like you may have slowed it down, right? Because hold everything. Like, about to seize on an opportunity, and I took note of that, like, standoff, like that moment of standoff, time stopping there. So there's almost kind of like a hold everything on one of these. Yeah, so just a quick sort of general interpretation would be like, there's someone in your life. Okay, so wait, so we come in with the Emperor and the Queen of Cups. Deep down emotionally, this is what you want. If you were to completely nurture yourself, by lining up all of the partners in the world and choosing one, they would embody all the kings. There's a King of Wands energy around, but you're not as enthused. The truth of the matter is, you're nostalgic for someone. There's someone you're longing for. There's someone you're waiting for. There's someone you're thinking may be coming back. There's someone who has come back, and you want to do like a wait and see on that. So with regard to the actual opportunities that are manifesting currently in your life, while you've been sort of like, you know, in this energy, like kind of calling this in, calling in Emperor energy, nurturing yourself and calling in Emperor energy, let's call it that. So, yeah, there's a kind of like, hold everything, hold everything, you know. Hedging your bets just kind of came up. Although, yeah, that's probably not kind of fair to assume, but it's possible that you kind of just like, I just got the idea of like if somebody's selling a house, all the bids aren't in. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you just need to slow things down a little so you can see if there's somebody you miss. There's somebody you miss. And although you have some nice opportunities, you're waiting to see on someone, as far as I can see. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in the world. So it kind of looks like things are going forward, you know, no matter how much you put on the brakes. The healer energy had stepped in, right? The healer energy had stepped in. The healer. Well, there's your Emperor again. That's the conflict. After the Wheel of Fortune and the... So there's some kind of conflict regarding the original Emperor energy. So let's see. Next card's the Lovers, Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, you're waiting on something, Sagittarius. And then we have the King of Swords, clarified by the Seven of Wands. So you're actually holding your ground in that waiting. And then from there we have the Healer, and Spirit has a plan. Alright, I gotta figure this healer business out. Bottom of the deck we have Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Bottom of your main deck you have Hermit, Knight of Wands, that's you. King of Cups, another king. Four of Cups again. You know what? I think before I move over to Vimeo, I want to learn a little more here. I want to learn a little more. I actually think I'm going to clarify the healer with another archetype card. Get a better understanding of how the healer fits into this situation. I mean, bottom of the deck you did have the Hermit. You come in like your Emperor energy is clarified by the Queen of Cups card of Cancer, nurturing yourself. It feels like the Vessel. The Vessel. Let's have a look at the Vessel. 69. 69. My glasses, sorry. I'll use this silly, goofy thing. Okay, so this is okay. So you're the vessel. The mentor and the healer must pay particular attention to this archetypal form. Healing cannot be sustained without a strong container. Okay. So this is about being the container, holding the water, so the emotions, the fire, the mojo, the resources, the information. In a healer status or station, right? Station in life, or even just station in this reading. Like you're stationed, I don't know where station came from, so stationed in this reading. Holding space. It's about holding space, right? So, like, a healer has to be like an active listener, right? So, they take everything that, the healer takes everything that matters to them and puts brackets around it, right? And just like moves it off to the side and creates like a safe and open space for somebody to take what's within them and place it somewhere that's very spacious. So, bottom of the deck you have the Hermit. Okay, Sagittarius. I started the reading before I dealt a single card, feeling a serious energy, thinking about a truth. Okay? You come in with the Emperor card of Aries, clarified by Queen of Cups, card of Cancer. For me, this is you nurturing yourself while, like, wanting this to be your counterpart energy. Like, you are this in the first line. You are this. And you want this to be your counterpart energy. And while this is on its way to you, or whatever, you're in a very self-nurturing, connected to the divine, taking excellent care of yourself kind of hermit energy, all right? And so there's maybe somebody there already in the landscape of your life with this, whether it's a Leo, whether this happens in Leo season, whether this is just somebody who's like got a lot of sort of powerful energy or whatever. Your response to it is very middling. You know, like you're not all that excited about it, because the truth for you has to do with somebody that you met, well, with somebody you're nostalgic for, with that Sun and Scorpio energy. And so when you're about to sort of seize on the opportunity that is presented to you by this, it's, you kind of come in and you're like, hold everything. 8 of Wands in reverse. So then the healer and the vessel, with like the energy I felt before I even started dealing, the Hermit energy being at the bottom of your deck with the Knight of Wands, you, underneath it, right? Healing in the vessel, this is you creating that space for yourself right now. Like, Wheel of Fortune comes in next, and World card. So things are moving forward. You're finishing a cycle. You know, with regard to this sort of, like, Emperor energy that you're holding out for, like, holding out for it is creating, you're missing out a little bit. You're missing out a little bit. But you're holding your ground, see? Because you have I mean, we'll find out that you're holding your ground with the Seven of Wands in the next line, but here, this is what you want, okay? You want the successful mutuality of two mirroring beings, and you feel that in order to get that, this is the energy that you want, right? This is the energy that you want. That's what you want to find. So you must feel like you're the Empress, which I'm sure you are. Because if you have been in this sort of like serious contemplation of the truth, you know, making space for yourself to heal, like holding space for yourself to heal, and you know, you're awaiting a harvest of this kind of successful mirroring, the Lover's card, Gemini. And in this kind of like King of Swords energy, like no way your emotions are going to interfere with your logical mind regarding all of this. You're holding your ground. You're staying in your bubble. And then we move over to Spirit has a plan, and I really feel like I have to hold up this kind of hermit energy with this, right? Because we've got the healer, the vessel, Spirit has a plan, and the hermit energy. So it's from there that we move over into Vimeo to see where this is headed, Sagittarius. And in any event, it's been a pleasure reading for you. Bye.